So I'm on my video right now called Double Standards Older Men with Younger Females Part 2. And I guess this will be Part 3. So I have a comment that was left here by I Am Aaron at the bottom. And he's talking about, he said, I'm going to find the Letourneau movie. He's talking about the movie about Mary Kay Letourneau, the one that was aired by Lifetime Network in the mid 90s called Mary Kay Letourneau, an All American Girl. Now, if you want some background on that, just look at part two and part one of this series on older women and younger men. I'll have it in the description section, along with links to his videos will be in the other two videos when you click on them. So basically, it's in a nutshell, it's about uh, an older teacher, fucking a younger student, and it was glamorized and made into a fucking TV movie, and then later on, a couple of years later, they showed their wedding on Entertainment Tonight. And let me see if I can pull up a couple of old comments. Um, as a matter of fact, it's not even necessary. You can look at the other videos for the other comments I made. So, um, and I told I Am Aaron in response to him saying he's going to look up the movie. I said, okay, you will find that it is absolutely sickening. It was aired on TV in the mid 90s by Lifetime Network, and this type of behavior has been promoted and glamorized ever since. And they have complete carte blanche to do so with total impunity, meaning women can fuck younger boys and stuff and get away with it. It's promoted, and the age of consent doesn't apply to older women. It just doesn't. It only applies to if it's an older guy with a younger female. It doesn't apply when it's an older female with a younger male. It just doesn't apply at all. There's no punishment, and it's glamorized and promoted and encouraged. Uh, so I said, Entertainment Tonight also aired Mary Kay Letourneau and Billy's wedding in the mid 90s as well. They did that. Entertainment Tonight and Lifetime Network are both owned by NBC. NBC is the same network that hosted To Catch a Predator with Chris Hansen. You know that show that everybody loves because they're like setting up men under the guise that they're coming to meet some young girl at her house, and then they have a sting operation with the police waiting to arrest them. Y'all love that show, but y'all don't see the double standards. So I said, yes, they had men set up in a sting operation on this show and arrested for trying to contact and meet young girls. As a side note, a lot of those convictions had to get overturned, right? So, this bullcrap show never featured female perpetrators. Never. I wonder why not. And don't say that there's not enough of them that exist. Hold on to your hats. I'll show you that there's enough that they could have had at least one female perpetrator, but they didn't, so why not? You see the double standards here. Look up, lock up men who are doing it, but promote, glamorize, and give impunity to women who are doing the same thing. And then I told Aaron, I want you to look for the Debra LeFave interview. That was another teacher that was banging a teenage boy and got away with it and went on TV bragging about it. I said, look up the Debra LeFave interview where it was glamorized that she was able to get away with what she did while having relationships with an underage boy student. And guess what network aired that interview? NBC, right? Connect the dots. Unrelated to NBC, I guess, I said, look up Pamela Smart, the story of Pamela Smart. Look that up. Lastly, look up on Google the big list female teachers. Wait a minute. I meant to say look up the big list female teachers with students, and also look up on Google the hottest females on the sex offender registry. Yes, there's such websites like this. So let me go ahead and fix that while I'm thinking about it. I meant to say female teachers with students, so that if they look that up, if somebody sees this comment or he sees it, he looks up the right thing. Glad I caught that mistake while I'm talking to you guys. Female teachers with students, there we go. And let's go ahead and look into it real quick. I'll show you that this really does exist. So we're going to go to the hottest females on the sex offender registry. See what comes up? Yeah, these websites do exist. Look, see that? They swear it infuriates readers. They ain't gonna do shit about it. They ain't gonna do shit about it. Let's look up. Let's look up female teachers, the big list. Let's try female teachers. I'm going to go over this really quick because I've referenced this in some of my old videos years and years ago, but people don't take it seriously. So as you see, here it comes. I saw this list back in 2009. It's still here 11 years later and is growing. Look, see, World News Daily, they done a whole featurette on this that they update every now and again. It says published on the 14th, but the original publish was way before then. It was like 2008 or 9. And so as you keep on, I don't know, as you keep on going, let's see if I can, let me go past this without the ads. Okay. Let's go here. And look, you know, you see a whole list of female teachers with their ages. Look, you just go, I mean, it just goes on and on and on and on. It's basically endless. And then you click the next button, you get some more. I will tell you that this shit goes on for pages and pages and pages. It's hard to navigate on the phone, but when I was younger, I clicked on this and I printed the pages from the website. It was several of them. And I think at the time they had about 200 cases. I could be wrong. So this really does happen, and it is glamorized and promoted in the media as being something to honor and to that it's a good thing. Meanwhile, if guys, you know, do anything near like this, they go straight to jail and it's demonized and everything. And you'll see charges for some of them, but those charges are a joke. I mean, what did they get, like house arrest or a couple of years probation? They don't even get real jail time. And usually the charges are watered down and reduced so that there's no jail time at all and hardly any house arrest. House arrest is like telling a child to sit in the corner. Probation for a woman is like telling her to sit in the corner. They don't get serious jail time. They don't go to an ass raping prison. So yeah, there is a double standard. There is a double standard. So you can go to this website for yourself. I will link them in the description as well. Well, hell, we even have a site by Vice that is talking about the plight of female sex offenders and talking about how the registry leaves them open to abuse. But what about guys that are on there that are innocent, that haven't even done the crime, or they had consensual sex with maybe a teenage girl 1 or 2 years under the age of consent, and yet, you know, their information as far as their workplace, their employer, and where they live is listed on the registry, so any random person can come and harass them and even assault them at will. What about them? What about when a guy is accused of something like that, whether he did it or not, and it doesn't even show what he actually did or trumped up charges, and they're sent to prison so that people can glamorize and fantasize about these men being ass raped in prison? What about their so-called plight, right? You see, we only talk about female sex offenders and how we should feel sorry for them and how they're open to abuse. I mean, look at this crap. Look at this crap. Yeah, we're going to talk about these double standards. We're going to get right into it. That's what I've been doing, and I'm going to keep talking about it. I've been talking about this off and on for years. Look at this long article about how we should feel sorry for them. Yet men need to be ass raped in prison just for being with a young female. Yeah, there's a double standard. I would say that's valid.